far, but I do lead by example, and where I've disagreed with him, I have been vocal. And for example, I was extremely vocal after Charlottesville and reiterated that last Sunday at the one-year anniversary of Charlottesville. I do not believe there were two sides to that. I think there was one side that was right and one side that was wrong, and you're welcome to examine my comment at the time. I am the sponsor in the House of the flake resolution in the Senate protecting our electoral process, recognizing that the Russians were involved in 2016. We have to be vigilant about this year, stating that there should be a fuller accounting of what happened in Helsinki, and defending our intelligence agencies. I don't know Senator Coates well, but I certainly know him. He's now the Director of National Defense, and I support our intelligence agencies. I am also the sponsor in the House of legislation protecting the Mueller investigation. That had been sponsored by Congressman Dent, extremely close friend of mine from the Lehigh Valley. He retired early. He's now a commentator on CNN. Charlie is a very close friend of mine. He had been the sponsor, and I took over sponsorship when he left the House. And that legislation says that Mr. Mueller could not be fired without cause, and if he were to be fired, there would be a legal proceeding to determine whether that was appropriate or not. So I do not go as far as suggesting that the president should resign, but I certainly have been one of the most outspoken Republicans in Washington on what I think is appropriate. I was the first Republican in the House to suggest that Jeff Sessions should recuse himself. I reviewed the statute and the rules of the Department of Justice and thought that he should do that. He did do that. I don't think he did that because I suggested it, but I was the first Republican in this country in elective office to suggest that. And then as a result of his recusal, that ultimately led to the appointment of the independent counsel.